South America is the fourth largest and fifth most populated continent in the world, and it's full of natural wonders and the remains of ancient civilizations. 12 countries make up South America, and in part 1 we're going to look at the flags of 6 of them: Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Colombia, Chile and Ecuador. The flag of Argentina is a triband composed of 3 equally wide horizontal bands coloured light blue and white. There are multiple interpretations about the reasons for these colours. The flag was created by Manuel Belgrano and was first raised in the city of Rosario in February 1812 during the Argentine War of Independence, although the colour of the flag at the time was slightly different. It was designated as the national flag in 1816, and the yellow sun of May, named after the May Revolution, was added to the centre in 1818. The sun of May is the radiant gold yellow sun, bearing the human face and 32 rays that alternate between 16 straight and 16 wavy lines. The sun is a replica of an engraving on the first Argentine coin from 1813. In form, it is similar to, and may be partly derived from, the Sun of Splendour, which is common in European heraldry. Popular belief attributes the colours to those of the sky, clouds and sun. However, historians usually discredit the idea and attribute them to loyalty towards the House of Bourbon. After the May Revolution at the start of the Argentine War of Independence, the leaders claimed to be acting on behalf of the Spanish King Ferdinand, who was prisoner of Napoleon Bonaparte during the Peninsular War. Whether such loyalty was real or just a trick to conceal independentism, it's a topic of dispute. The creation of the new flags, though, with those colours, would have been a way to show autonomy while keeping the relations with the captive king alive. The national flag of Bolivia was originally adopted in 1851. The flag is a horizontal tricolour of red, yellow and green, with the Bolivian coat of arms in the centre. The first description of Bolivia's national flag, which was first established by the Supreme Decree of 1888, specifies that red represents the blood shed by our heroes for the birth and preservation of the Republic, yellow represents our wealth and resources, green represents the richness of our natural area, as well as hope, a foundational value of our society. The central symbol has a border with 10 stars in the bottom, which symbolise the 9 departments and a former province that was taken over by Chile in 1879, and the name of Bolivia in the top section. Within the border is a mountain with Inti in the form of a sun rising above it, and with an alpaca standing next to a palm tree and some wheat. Around the shield there are 3 Bolivian flags on each side, and behind them are 2 pairs of cross rifles that symbolise the struggle for independence. Next to the muskets are an axe and a red hood, which is a symbol of liberty and freedom. The laurel branches are symbolic of peace, and the condor perched upon the shield is symbolic of a willingness to defend the nation and its liberty. The flag of Brazil is a blue disc depicting a starry sky spanned by a curved band inscribed with the national motto, Order and Progress, with a golden rhombus on a green field. Brazil officially adopted the design for its national flag in November 1889, 4 days after the proclamation of the Republic, to replace the flag of the Empire of Brazil. The green field and the gold rhombus come from the previous imperial flag, although slightly modified in hue and shape. The green represents the first emperor of Brazil, while the gold represents the House of Habsburg of his wife. A blue circle with white 5-pointed stars replaced the coat of arms of the Empire of Brazil. The stars, whose position in the flags reflect the sky over Rio on the 15th of November 1889, represents the Union's federal units, each star representing a specific state. Just like the American flag, the flag is modified to include additional stars after new states are created in the country. At the time when the flag was first adopted in 1889, it held 21 stars. It received 1 more in 1960, then another one in 1968, and finally 4 more stars in 1992, totaling 27 stars in its current version. Chile's flag consists of two unequal horizontal bands of white and red and a blue square the same height as the white band in the canton. The blue square features a white 5-pointed star in its centre, and it was adopted in October 1817. The flag is known in Spanish as the Lone Star, and the star is said to represent independence. Blue symbolises the sky and the Pacific Ocean, white is for the snow-coloured Andes, and red stands for the blood spilt to achieve independence. The national flag of Colombia was adopted in 1861. It's a horizontal tricolour of yellow, blue and red, and the yellow stripe takes up the top half of the flag, and the blue and red take up the quarter of the remaining space each. According to the current interpretation, the colours mean the following. Yellow represents all the gold found in Colombian land, its cultural wealth, diverse nature and its people. Blue represents Colombia's shores, the river that runs through the country, and the sky above. Red represents the blood spilt for Colombia's independence, and also determination and perseverance. Although the flag has other interpretations, such as blue for loyalty and vigilance, red for victory in battle, and finally yellow for sovereignty and justice. The national flag of Ecuador, which consists of horizontal bands of yellow, blue and red, was first adopted in 1860. The design of the current flag was finalised in 1900 with the addition of the coat of arms in the centre of the flag. The design of the flag is very similar to those of Colombia and Venezuela, which are also former territories of the Gran Colombia. All three are based on a proposal by a Venezuelan general, Francisco de Miranda, which was adopted by Venezuela in 1811 and later Gran Colombia with some modifications. There's a variant of the flag that doesn't contain the coat of arms that is used by merchant ships. The flag matches Colombia's in every aspect, but Colombia's use a different design when her merchant ships are at sail. In the background of the oval shield is a mountain with a river originating from its base. The steamboat was the first seaworthy steamship built in Ecuador, as well as all of South America, and on top a golden sun surrounded by the zodiac symbols representing the months of March to July symbolise the duration of the March Revolution of 1845. The condor on top of the shield stretches its wings to symbolise power, greatness and strength of Ecuador. The shield is flanked by 4 national flags. The laurel on the left represents the victories of the Republic, and the palm leaf on the right hand side is the symbol of martyrs from the fight of independence and liberty. Thank you very much for watching. Part 2 is coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share and of course subscribe. And once again, thank you very much for watching.